Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new, welcome, hello! Thanks for finding me and all that. I have recently upgraded to a webcam, so at least I can now film in 720p. It's not great, but it is just about HD. I haven't used my phone up until this point. Me being a silly waffle like I am, was filming in portrait. So now whenever I look back at my work on my channel, then, I watch my own work just to see like what mistakes I've made. It's always good to review your work. And yeah, I was a thin strip on the TV, and I'm like, wow, okay, I'm about 1/3 of the screen. That's not good. So then I thought, okay, you just got to remember to film in landscape. Easy enough thought, isn't it? You're probably wondering, what the heck is she going on about? Well, I've got all these crochet hearts around me, so today's video is really nothing to do with what I just said. But that's basically where we're at the moment. I've got to get to grips with filming on a web camera. It's very weird staring at a lens. I don't know how I feel about it. But we're going to give it a good go. Okay, well, I'm going to get into the video now because I'm waffling. This is what I do, I'm sorry. I will try and edit some of it out. So yeah, we've got ones over here. Basically, I have been making crochet love hearts. I have got the pattern off of YouTube, so I will try my best to link them in the description below. So you can go and check the original video out that I've watched. I have made some alterations to the video, just like the directions the video gave me then. I have given, like, I've made my humps a little bit bigger, so I've done a few more rounds on the humps, more than what the gentleman has done in his video. And for some weird reason, I've ended up with 3 different sizes, which wasn't intentional, but here we are, you know. So I've got medium-sized ones. So we've got these ones, which I'm hoping is focusing, because I know if we get too close, you might not like it. So we've got purple. I quite like the shape of this one, because it's like a good hump to point ratio in my mind. It's very equilateral, then very even. I've got slightly bigger ones. They're all a slightly bit different in shape, but I've tried my best to stick to doing the same thing each time. And they all look relatively similar, so I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest. Got a little pink one here, this like powder pink. I'm doing these for Valentine's Day, so what I'm planning to do with them is I'm going to make key rings. So I'm not used to making to sell, so this is a first time thing for me. And I'm hoping onwards and upwards, really. So eventually I would like to have a crochet business, but I've got a long way to go. I know I've got a long way to go. And we'll just see how they all pan out. I've got my crochet. Whoa! What's wrong with this lady? I've got my clip backs for my key rings. But I'm gonna crochet them onto the back. So I'm gonna crochet a chain and then make a loop basically from it. So yeah, basically the plan today is to drink coffee. Yeah, same as always. Stuff some of the remaining hearts that I've got. I did do this video yesterday, like I said, it was a right day. But I've stuffed 3 that I'd already set aside, so I had 6 in total, but we've only got 3 now because obviously I've made content for yesterday. I can't rewind time, sorry. So I'm just gonna have to accept now that I've stuffed 3 of them. I was like, leave 3 just in case the video don't work out. Thank God, past Sophie was thinking something, weren't she? She's like, right, your intuition is wigging. We're gonna try and leave some. So I've got 3 more that I've got to stuff today. So I've got my wadding somewhere around here. Oh, goody! My husband made me move it on the chair. It was in the way of his kettle making abilities in the morning. You know, he has to be up quite early, so I get where his pain comes from. So yeah, we're going to stuff these. We've got 3 of those. And I've got 3 colours. So I've got like a blush red, pink. So it's not quite red. It's like the top end of pink, almost red, is where I go with it. So we've got that one we're going to do. So this is like a small one. So this is like a small one. So this is going to go in the small pile. These are the small ones over here that I've got, you know, dotted around. This one is, I believe, or these ones, should I say, I think might end up being medium ones. I think I made them to be small ones, but they might end up being medium ones. We'll see once we've stuffed them. So yeah, these might be going with this lot over here. I've sectioned them all up so I don't get confused, because it's not very hard to confuse me. So yeah, we're going to do that today. We are also going to try and make some more, because I need to make some more small in this colour, because as you can see over here, yeah, we've got 1. So we've got 1 in blush ready pink colour. So I think you need to make some more. Whereas my medium-sized ones, that's a large one. I don't know why that's over there. Oh, that's a large one. We're going to put that one there. I'm going to make sure I haven't got another large one. They're my 2 large ones, these 2. So these 2 are quite big. So I don't know why they're in the medium pile, because it's not really meant to be there. But yeah, no, that's a medium one. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not. But yeah, that's my medium pile. So I'm going to do that in a minute. So we've got 3 mediums in that colour, so I don't need to worry about that colour too much. And then we've also, that's a purple large one, I think. God, Jesus. Right. I'm so disorganised, it hurts. But yeah, no, that's a medium one as well. So they're all going together. So the ones we've got stuffed, we've got 2 purple medium ones to stuff. We'll see what they look like once I've finished stuffing them as to whether they're going the medium or the small pile. We're definitely not going to make the large pile. And this one's definitely small over here. So yeah, we've got that to do today. I'm going to try and make some more. I will do a close-up hand shot of me doing that. So like, if you want to learn to do it yourself, you can. Like I said, I'm going to link the original video because I've learned to do it through someone on YouTube. So I think it's only fair that I put them in my description. And yeah, we're going to stuff those. I've got a yarn box to unbox with you, which I had unboxed yesterday. But again, yeah, we will do it again today. Like I said, obviously I can't undo the box again. That's done, that's gone. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much what I'm going to do today. So yeah, should we crack on with me making the 3D love hearts? We'll stuff them. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? So I'm going to get like a slightly bigger crochet hook out to like stuff, because the little one will just end up getting stuck in the yarn. Or this is my 3mm hook, so that's what I've been using to make these love hearts. So we're going to plonk this somewhere, maybe over there, and we're going to get our hearts all stuffed. We're going to get some wadding out, put my stuff in there for a moment. And when it comes to stuffing, I'm going to use the non-hooked end, because if you work with a crochet hook, you'll know it's going to get caught. It's going to get caught on everything. So yeah, I'm just going to try and stuff this bad boy. Try and squish it into place a bit, because, you know, it might try to, you know, escape. You just got to jam it back in there. Yeah, and I'm going to sew the tops in, pull them shut as much as possible, because they were the 2 magic rings. Just got to make sure they're secured shut. And I'm going to sew them up. Get my yarn needle out. Now sometimes I can thread this pretty well, and then other times it just, yeah, doesn't work out for me. And so today is a day where we're actually quite a smooth runner, eh? Because it's kind of awkward, not gonna lie. So yeah, just sew in, so we make sure those holes are shut, pretty much. I like to stab your finger, because it happens sometimes. I'm going to try and release my little bit of yarn, that bit. Because we only want it to be like, you know, a single strand going through. I don't really want both of them to go through. But I will say, sometimes I have difficulty pulling the yarn out, but that's probably down to my hands. I have a pretty, I want to say a pretty severe hand deformity. It's not noticeable unless I show people. But yeah, that's my hands basically. So they're not straight. I can't straighten them out. They're forever bent. So my fingers are always going to be like that. So it does make things like crafting and that a little bit more tricky, but makes everything in life a little bit more tricky, but I cope quite well with it. So yeah, I wouldn't place myself under having a disability, not really. It makes things sometimes a bit difficult. But yeah. I'm going to do that. Get that all secure and like sewn in. Weave it in a bit, so then you know it's definitely not going to come undone at any point, because that'd be awful. As I've learnt the hard way, weaving your ends in is pretty bloody important. Okay, so we're done with that. Just try to get as close as you can and snip it off. That will go in my little yarn bag in a minute. Thank you, Kelsey, for that idea, by the way. I never would have thought to put all my little strands in a bag if I hadn't watched her content. I do quite enjoy her videos quite a lot at the moment. And she's inspired me. She's inspired me to give it a go myself. And it's also, it shows that, you know, you can get a lot of like modern wear, like modern garments from crochet that you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be like just cardigans and, you know, stuff that's just not baggy then. Because she makes a lot of like little tops. But she's brave. She's braver than me to wear. Like I said, I'd just, no, it wouldn't be a good look. Put it that way. I do like the peekaboo tops, and I do like all of the Lily tops and all that sort of stuff that she makes. The Valerie top is another. And I just think that I just ain't got the figure for it. I haven't got the figure for it, or the confidence. Like I said, I'm brave. I'll commend you if you could go out and wear one. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there. My arm got stuck in one of my humps, so I had to cut it off. Errors, they happen, you know? So I had to go and quickly go upstairs and quickly grab another bit of like the same colour yarn, snipped a bit of it off, because I still need to seal that off, otherwise it could open up and I'll have more stuff and come out. And then somebody who buys it's not going to be very happy because it's, you know, come apart. Obviously, that's not a reputation I want to create for myself. You know, I want to make things that are good quality. So we're gonna try again. So I'm gonna put this on, finish doing what I was doing, and hopefully it won't get stuck this time. Fingers crossed. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in like I would if the tail was still there. Might mean that I'll need to neaten it up at the end, but that's alright. You know what, it can be quite difficult to sew through these top bits. Don't know why. I think if there is too much going on around an area, that can also make a bit more difficult. So I suppose my best bet is just try and avoid like overly crowded areas with wool, you know. Okay, well I'm satisfied with that. Let's get this through. I'll snip it off and we'll do the bottom. Thank God we got through it in one piece. That started to sound like a banana bit. I think it might be a northern thing because originally I'm from Milton Keynes. So occasionally, whenever we like say something, like sometimes we say "a" on the end of a sentence. I don't know why. Don't know what to tell you. I'm praying this gonna thread alright. It's a bit fluffy on the end here. I might have to fold it over in half and do it that way. Woo! Come on, through you go. And we start at the bottom. Once we've stuffed. That's why we keep all these little tangles, so we've got something to sew with at the end. Just sew the little holes up that we've potentially got in our work. So obviously you need little openings so you can get stuff in there in the first place. So yeah, like I'll weave through a few times, which also helps to create a bit more of a point as well, I've found, since doing the obviously parts that are in front of me. That, you know, pulling it through that way and then pulling it back through the other way, it kind of creates a point. So you'll see, like, look, I pull it through that way, and it kind of draws it in a bit, and then it'll make it into a point, or more pointed than it was then. So I do that a few times. It secures your work so it won't come undone, and also makes it get a little bit of a better form. Which, when I'm satisfied with my point, I probably won't do that anymore, but yeah, we're almost done. Lovely. I might just do the last one off camera, because obviously these are taking me a bit of time. Before I know, I'll have like a 2 hour long video, and that wasn't the intention. But yeah, that's our second one stuffed and sewn up. I'll come back to you in a second when I've done the last love heart. Okay, so now we've done that, I've got them all stuffed. We're all good now. I can move on and show you how I actually make the love hearts. Now would be a good time to ask you, if you'd be so kind, is to hit my little subscribe button. So if you like this video, I have some other videos on my profile. I'm obviously new, so there's not like loads and loads on there, but feel free to watch a couple of my other videos. It might get the algorithm to notice me a bit more, so it'd be really nice. If you want to leave a comment, please do, because that also helps. If you have any questions, please just ask me. Yeah, my computer has notified me that I'm low on storage, so I am going to have to sort that out. But yeah, no, all I really do to sew these up is you leave them ends, thread your needle over it, put your needle in it, then just, I do like a whip stitch on the top, so like you just put it through, pull it out the other side, go over, pull it through the other side. And I do that all the way along the top of that love heart, and then to weave it in, I just go in through the sides of the humps. Okay, here we go. There's your bit of yarn in your hand. You need to hold on to that. Flatten your palm. Go round your index finger and your middle finger the first time. Go round again, this time go to your ring finger. You're going to put your hook through, facing down, so it's got the hook grabbing on. Grab that bit of string, the second loop, twist it round, then grab the other bit by your ring finger and pull it through. This just makes an adjustable knot, which is making our magic ring. So you can change the size of your magic ring. There we go. off my hand now. That's what it should look like. As you can see, I have 2 strings. One that isn't attached is what's going to adjust the size of your magic ring. There we go, look at that. Lovely. What we're going to do now is with our bit of yarn that's attached to the ball is do single crochet all the way around. We are going to do 12 of these. To do this, all you have to do is go in through your loop, grab the yarn, go over your loop, and then pull all the way through the stitches, and it'll create a single crochet. So in through the loop, over the loop, pull through. In through the loop, over the loop, pull through. In through the loop, over the loop, pull through. In through the loop, over the loop. You get the gist. Lovely. Nice little pattern there, isn't it? Can only apologise if I sound a little bit chavvy. We're going to keep doing this all the way around. I have sped the video up in sections, so it doesn't go on too long, you know? I want to intrigue you, not bore you. There we go. I believe we might be at the end, nearly. Last one. And we're going to be connecting soon just using a slip stitch. That first stitch you made, there's 2 V's at the front. Go through both of those. And to make a slip stitch, you just put your yarn over, pull it through. Pull it all the way through, right to the first stitch. Now this will be easier for you. Sometimes I just struggle because of my hands. Lovely. See, it looks like a holly wreath, doesn't it? It's nice and pretty. Don't worry if your magic ring does open up again after you've tightened it. It does do that. You just got to retighten it. I wouldn't worry about this until you finished making the heart hump, to be honest. You're going to need to keep the little bits of string so then you can sew it shut at the end. There you go. That's it. Tightened it shut again. And basically now all we're going to do is continue with single crochet all the way around. We're going to do about 4 rounds. There we go. So same principle, only we're going through the V stitches now, not a magic ring. So you've got to go through each V, grab your yarn on the other side once you've gone through the V stitch, pull it through, go over, get another bit, pull it through again. Go through the V stitch, pull, and then go over and pull again and pull it through. Through the stitch, over the stitch, pull 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 through. Yes, okay, we get it. Calm down, lady. There we go. Sped it up again. Hopefully you have got the gist from that little bit of film. If not, just rewind it. The joy of video, isn't it? Is that you could just go back in time. Woohoo! I am a bit eccentric. I'm so sorry. It's part of being a creative individual. Comes with it. Like I said, we're just going to do single crochet for 4 rounds all the way around. There you go. Doesn't it look pretty? I do like it. Yes, I have changed my clothes because we had some issues with the filming. And where I have my baby, you know, I have very short periods where I can do some work. So again, we're just going to do single crochet all the way around. Same as we've done it before, just through the stitch, over the stitch, and then pull through both loops on your crochet hook. As you can see, it's starting to curl a little bit now. This naturally occurs, so do not worry. This is what forms your heart hump. I think it's great, personally. It's brilliant, isn't it? And after you feel satisfied with the amount of rounds that you've done, like you're happy with the size of your heart hump, cast off. I try to follow the little bit of string that I have at the bottom and see where it connects. So I follow it through the hump, and if it correlates to where I've finished my last stitch, then I cut it off then and put it to one side. Which you'll see in a second. Got to remember to stop sniffing because it's picking it up. But yeah, no, literally just the same as we've been doing. This is quite easy. So if you're new at crochet, like I am not a professional in the slightest. But I can show you how I've done something. Once I've learned how to do it, just got to chuck it out on the screen for you to view. And it's done. So I am going to link an actual crochet video that I followed onto this video. So if you want to go into the description, try to find that. Fabulous. Because he is a professional. I'm not. So I would say follow his video if you can. If you find it mine difficult, then this is also my first kind of like semi-tutorial video, so it might not be all that great, but here we go, we're giving it a go. There we go, look. Almost done, I believe, at this point. There we go, we are almost done, I do believe. We're 10 minutes in anyway. But bear in mind, this is an edited version, so this probably did take me a lot longer than 10 minutes. Just put that out there. There we go. We're ready to snip off. She's got the scissors out. There we go. Lovely. What we do, just snip it off. Snip long enough strand so you can use it later to connect. Because you're going to want to sew the section in the middle of your humps together so they stay together. We're going to make a second one now. I'm not going to show you how to make another one just because I feel like it's the same process as making the first one down there. So I'll make this one off camera. Magic loop. There we go. They're attached. We're just going to sew. I think I did sew them already together. I couldn't show you that part because my computer decided it wasn't going to save the first video. So yeah, Sophie had a little bit of a mental breakdown. But here we are. And then from that point, it's just sewing them together using whip stitch. It's quite easy. You just go in, over, in, over, in, over, all the way down that middle section. So they're attached. And then after that, you just continue doing single crochet all the way around. I normally do, this is a small love heart. So I've done one round before I've started decreasing. Like I said, just do single crochet like we've been doing. Go in through the V-stitch, grab your yarn, go over the stitch, then pull through both stitches. If you're like me, you're more of a visual learner. I'm doing a voiceover simply because, you know, some people find it easier. There we go. Just speeding up now, going round. Quite enjoy watching people crochet, even myself. You know, it's just very therapeutic. It's like those cleaning videos you get on TikTok, which, by the way, I'm also on TikTok. It's not 100% art based, but feel like I should maybe promote that right now. Why not? Same name as I've got on YouTube. It's just Pudge Fairy 93. You'll find me. I'm wearing a cowboy hat gift in my profile picture. There's a second one on my YouTube, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, single crochet. It's nice and easy. It's a good starting point. There we go, we're cooking on gas now. It's an old saying my family have said. It's a very British thing. It's another way of saying we're getting there. I don't know why, but while I'm doing this voiceover, I'm getting clammy hands. That might be a bit of an overshare, but there we are. Shows we've got nerves, apparently. Don't know why. I may have started decreasing, but I've been yammering and not paying attention, haven't I? So we'll get to the end. Basically, to do a decrease, you go in just the front bit of the V-stitch, so the bit that's on the inside of your love heart. Go through 2, and then grab your yarn, pull through all of the loops that you've got, and it'll shrink it down a little. When it comes to decreasing, I find I manage to do 5 rounds for a decrease, 5 or 6 rounds. And yeah, then you get to a point where, okay, the hole is so small now, I'm going to need a little bit of room to get my wadding in. So there is a stopping point. I think I do the remainder of my decreases off of video. And then I join you back once I'm done. Same thing to do a decrease, just do the front loops. Don't go through both loops. Just go through the interior loops. They should be next to each other, so they're quite easy. You go in one, go along, get the other interior loop, and then grab your yarn and pull through all three. I hope that makes sense. As you can see, even I have got to start working on some of my tension. I have recently upgraded to a 3.5mm hook for crocheting these love hearts, because I find that it's getting better. With each love heart I'm making, I feel like they get neater. Progress. I like it. Yeah, there we go. Look, in one loop, through the loop next to it, just the ones on the inside, and then pull through with your yarn. Like you're doing a single crochet, but you're only doing the inside loops rather than the whole loop that leads to the outside of the love heart. Nope, she sniffed again. Oh. Apologies. There you go, going through another one, doing another decrease. Go to the loops next to it, pull my yarn through all three, and basically what you do is you're just shrinking down. So each decrease you do, each round you do, you should be losing 2 stitches. And eventually it will come to like a small hole rather than a big hole. There we go. There we go. Joined you back. Different day. Wonderful. Again, video issues. Got my bit of fluff. We're going to stuff the little sucker now. We use a bigger crochet hook to stuff it with because the little one might just end up getting caught inside the love heart. And use the non-hooked end because it's just tragic otherwise. Your hook will get stuck on your yarn and all sorts. So I use the flat end. Little sigh there. Sorry, I'm trying to do this voiceover in one. There we go, all stuffed, looking pretty. Now we're just going to sew. This is when I say you need to keep the yarn ends, because we're going to use them as our little bit of sewing string. So what we're going to do now is just seal the heart humps shut, so the magic rings will no longer open. Just do whip stitch for this. It's easy. Just in, over, in, over, in, over. It's alright, it's my hands. I'm doing a thing on the table. Yeah, just weave the ends in so it secures everything down We aren't going to have anything open up with a bit of luck. Everything I've learned is been from YouTube tutorials, so definitely keep your eyes out for other tutorials as well. Now we're going to snippety snoo. Lovely. That no longer exists. That's going in the yarn bag later. We do the second heart hump now. Almost done, aren't we? 27 minutes later. Oh dear. Like I said, that's an edited version as well. Can you imagine how long we would have been here otherwise? Nearly done. Snippety snoo. That one's going in the yarn bag too. Oh, she's a rhyme. She's got a rhyme. And now for the last bit. Well, second to last bit. We're just going to sew up the love heart, like fully now. So it's a complete love heart. I try to make the point more formed at this point. Yeah. So sewing it shut and also making it so it's more of a point rather than a rounded bottom. Oh, a sniff and a sigh. How exciting. I'm daft as a brush and I can only apologise for that. Okay, now we're just weaving in the bottom, weaving it in and forming the point. Snippety snoo. The last one. Lovely. Here we go. Now I'm just going to show you how to make the keychain itself. This bit's the easiest bit, I think, personally. What you're going to do is you're going to go in the top of your heart hump. Don't worry, no stuffing will come out. It shouldn't. Going through the top, pull your yarn through and make a loop. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start chaining. So grab your yarn, pull through the first loop you've just created, and keep doing that, basically. Just keep grabbing your yarn and going through the loop. And you'll slowly build up a nice long strand with a bit of luck. There you go. Let's see. It's me starting off. I do believe this bit is different to the tutorial I watched because I'm making key charms and bag charms. Well, either or. They can be both, can't they, really? I'm adding this little bit on. I have made some moderations to my hearts. Like I've made my heart humps a little bit bigger. I may have gone round and done more rounds. I've made 3 different sizes, so that wasn't intentional, like I said, but here we are. Yeah, when you have finished your chain, I've done a chain of 22. Snip it off enough so you're not gonna. We need that for weaving in, basically. Put your hook back on. This is a point before you put the hook through again. Put your little metal key charm thing on. And basically, you're just going to go the other side of your heart and attach it. And it'll make like a little chain loop thing. There we go. I've sealed it off, so I've just pulled the yarn through the last loop once I've attached it. So now we're going to get our yarn needle. and we're going to weave in so it's all secure. Like I said, because when you make something for the first time, like myself, I'm constantly nervous that it's going to come undone or break in some way, and I don't know why that is. Like I said, I've made 25 of them now. You think I'd be confident enough. This is actually number 26. I'm lying. This is number 26. I kept this one to one side. So I said the first clip didn't save, so I had to remake a whole nother heart to shoot the stuffing scene then, which was just a nightmare. Because once they're stuffed and once they're sewn shut, it's kind of done. It's kind of complete. You can't undo it. I can't refilm it. So I had to make another whole entire love heart and leave it alone until I was ready to record again. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Well, hello everyone. That was a bit exciting, wasn't it? I can thank you if you did stay for the full 40-something minutes of this video. Like I said, I've got yarn box to unbox with you, so why don't we crack on with that? Here it is. Move everything all over the place, you know. It's all in the way, isn't it? Like a small yarn box. It's not too big. But yeah, I've got some velvet yarns in here I do plan to make some scrunchies with. So, yeah. I can't get the same yarn as what Kelsey has in the United States, just the brands we don't do them over here in this country. So I've been keeping a lookout, and I found a brand called Velvet Luxe. Not a sponsor, just saying. And yeah, I'm going to show you them today. So I've got a pink here, like a tulip apparently, I think it said it was called. I've got the pinks for my niece, and I make her a couple of scrunchies, because she's a little girl. And little girls love pink apparently. So we've got that one. And we've got this one as well. These are like the pink. I have got a yarn similar to this, but not a lot of it now. Like, I've already made kind of one scrunchie, which I might show you guys in a second. I've got like a, I think it's like a pine colour, like it's like a pine tree colour. So it's like a dark bluey green, which I quite liked the look of. So I'm trying to use that as well. I think it'd be pretty good as far as colours go. These were quite good for value for money. They're all about £3 something, like £3.95, something like that. They're all on sale. There was a colour that was called burnt orange, and that was like nearly £13. So I believe they are good quality yarns. They were possibly just on sale. We'll find out when I start crocheting with them, won't we? I've got like a dark midnight blue colour. I know you can't probably see it all that well through the bag. I will get them out one day. But I'm going to keep them in here just to keep them clean, keep them preserved and dust free, you know. So they're going to stay in here for a bit. So that's my midnight blue colour. It almost probably looks black, but it isn't. It has got a blue tinge to it. And then I've got this olive green colour, which I think is really cute. Nice, like mossy colour. I'm quite excited to use that to make scrunchies in because I don't know about you, but I like an earthy colour. So yeah, that's my little mini yarn haul. Wasn't very long, was it? I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the video as well. If you could hit me a cheeky little subscribe or put a like on my video, I'd be eternally grateful. Helps with the algorithm, helps push me out a little further. Because without that, then YouTube just says, nah, not today. So I'll pack these back up. I'm going to put it back on the floor where it was, pretty much. And close this back up. Lovely. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you have a lovely day.